and welcome to a new year at Mary Queen of Peace Catholic School. We're so glad you joined us this year. Our theme, of course, is prayer and peace. It's contagious, and we are so glad that we can share that we can make that what's contagious in our school community with all of you this year. You know, usually I get an opportunity to address the parents before our parent orientations. So that's what this message is today. I wanted to say welcome, and I wanted to answer maybe some frequently asked questions, especially in this COVID state, so that you would be ready for the school year to start. You know, one of the things that people are asking, especially this year, is about face coverings. Remember, in the volumes of information we've sent home, it is required that students in grades 3 through 7 wear face coverings, and of course all adults, all of our staff, all of the visitors on campus, so please remember that. We're also strongly encouraging that all grade levels, from pre-K through 7, wear face masks for arrival, dismissal, and in transition times at school, especially while we're in phase 2. It's one of those highly recommended things, but of course not a requirement. If your child is used to that, if that makes you feel more comfortable, we think it'll be safer for them as they may be coming in contact with others, not just their pods at arrival or dismissal or again, transitions on campus. We'll do our best to keep them static, as we've been talking about. We'll do our best to keep them in one pod so that if we had to look at contact tracing, it'll be easier for us to discover or establish. So that's another one of those frequently asked questions. If a student tests positive for COVID, or if a family member, if a parent tests positive for COVID, what happens? And boy, you know, there is no easy answer, except that we in schools are instructed that if you learn of a COVID situation in your families, to please call us. Call me, and then I'm charged with calling the medical director for Louisiana, and they will walk us through each case individually. In essence, we're going to learn who needs to quarantine, who needs to stay home, when can you return, who has to go to the doctor, all of those questions, but it's all individualized depending on the situation. So no easy answer, but do know that the teachers are going to love your children. If they find out or they suspect that they see symptoms throughout the day, or they're worried about the symptoms they're seeing, they'll share that with you, we'll send them home, and then we'll go from there with helping them to get better, to stay safe, and to keep one another safe. One of the other things that has to do with COVID, and also Carline, is it's important that we check temperatures before the students get on campus. So we're asking you as parents to please take their temperature at home. Also, we'll send home a little checklist of some symptoms you can think about each morning when you do that, so you will know whether you should keep them home or not, and watch what's happening with them, with their health, before you send them back to school. So you can watch for that in the next couple of days. But what will happen each day is, as you come through Carline, before you get to the section where we are opening doors and allowing them to get out, there will be some temp takers. They're going to they're just going to reach in and take the temperature of your children. If anyone in the car has a temperature of 100.4 or higher, then everyone in the car has to go home. So if you are a carpooler, if you have other, you know, you bring your neighbor or cousin or whatever the case, please know that we are directed that if anyone in the car, as we take temperatures, has a temperature, everyone in the car has to go home. Now, if you think that's a wrong reading, something's up with that, you want to question that, then we ask that you just drive around through the car line, park your car, and once car line is over, then you can come and we'll kind of handle that. We'll retake the temperature, make sure the reading is accurate, and go from there. So, but do know that we take temperatures when they arrive to school, before they get out of the car, and we'll have to send you on your way if we're concerned about their health and the health of others. Also, remember with the face coverings and as we try to control the pods throughout the day, aftercare will be a little more challenging. We are, going to try our best to keep them in pods, individual grade level pods, even though they might be in a bigger area with more pods available there. So we're kind of suggesting that in aftercare, when they're indoors, they should wear their face mask as well, no matter what grade level. So as much as you're comfortable with that too, we ask that you do that for their safety and the safety of others. We're looking forward to you having the opportunity to Zoom with the teachers, of course, for the orientations that'll be happening. I think one tonight for pre-K through first grade, and Thursday night for 2nd through 7th. And then there's a lot of meet and greets for different grade levels in between. We want this to be a very an easy transition into the school year, even though it looks a little different. I also want to mention to you that we know that lots of students may have some first day jitters, and it might be difficult on the first day or the second day or even next week after they've had a weekend. What do you mean? I have to go to school again? So we want you to know, if you drive up for Carline and your child has some anxiety, they're not sure they want to get out of the car, it's going to be, not comfortable for them, then again, please just drive around and park as soon as Carline is over. Come back around and we'll help you with it individually. We are asking though that during Carline and any time that we minimize parents on campus. So please don't walk up with your children or come in the afternoon to walk your kids out of school. Everyone needs to arrive in Carline, and of course, while we have a wonderful plan, it might need some tweaking when we actually do it. But we won't have bus service until after Labor Day when the public schools return. So lots of information. We keep trying to send it to you in the written form too, but I wanted you to hear my voice. I wanted you to know we're excited. I'm excited you'll get to see what the teachers are planning academically for the students in the classroom this year. I'm excited we have some at-home learners too. That's helping us to figure all of that out. So we're all learning this year, and we're all going to be patient and flexible, and we're going to spread prayer and peace. So again, thank you for joining us this year, and I look forward to an opportunity to talk with you throughout the year. Any questions, reach out.